talk show. You are now tuned in to the 254 Millennial Talk.
Ah, yes, yes. My battery is almost dying. Just noticed that right now. Anyway, guys, it's now Lucky guys, and welcome back to yet another episode of the 254 Millennial Talk. Hopefully, your week has been fine. You know, hopefully your week has been fine. So just give me a second to do some checks here and there. Okay. Yes. I don't know. I'm streaming on Twitch. I'm streaming on Twitch and on Instagram, but I can't see the Instagram. It's like it's not live. I'm trying to see. I'm wondering like what have I said wrong? Yes, we have an Instagram page. So I'm trying to check and see like what might be the matter. What might be the matter? Because I've put everything. And I can see someone I've never seen. Maestro. Who is this? Let me see. You know, you invite these people to speak and then they run away. Allah? Didn't he? Slutty. Is this man here? Let me reduce groovy. I can't hear shit. Introduce groovy groove. Okay. Cause I can't hear nothing. Slutty. I don't think this guy is here. But yeah, I look kinda confused today. I don't know. I'm just wondering like why the Instagram thing is not saying I'm live. I should be live. I've downloaded that app. I've just set it up, but nothing seems to be broadcasting. Nothing. So I wonder what might be the problem. Like, why am I not live on Instagram? Wait, modify. Okay. You're slutty. Why is this guy not speaking? Is it that he can't hear me, or what might be the matter? Let me try. I've tried streaming on Instagram again.
Hello, Iza man, nilikuwa unakuwa niambie.
Oh, okay.
Brian.
It's Namlo Q, not Brian.
Oh. Yeah. Tumeanza.
Yeah, we're live, man.
Oh,
But
making money as a software developer in
making money.
What's
Yeah,
up?
but I don't know. I'm trying to live stream on Twitch, but no, on Instagram, but it's not working. It's like this software is doing nothing. Twitch is fine. Twitch is working. I don't know if it's an Instagram thing.
Who I thought you do?
Anyway, I can't keep on. We will find out the issue later on. Can't keep on wasting my time there. But yes. You yourself, you know, you are in the IT. You are in the IT department. What is IT? First of all, you know, software development. We can first start by defining what exactly is software development, you know. Maybe some people don't exactly know what we are talking about. But I don't know, let's just look it up on a new window. Let's look it up on Google and see what Google has to say. Software development. So according to Google, let me just zoom in, give me a sec. Software development is a process of conceiving, specifying, designing, programming, documenting, testing, and bug fixing involved in creating and maintaining applications, frameworks, or other software components. So in layman's terms, these are people who come up and manage the day-to-day softwares that we use. So an example of a software is like, you know, the apps you see on your phone. Those are softwares. Microsoft Word, OBS, video games. They're also classified under softwares. So and you know, so that's why we're here today. Like it's in the field of IT, and there's a lot of schools. Do you feel like there's a school in Kenya that you would say is the best in terms of IT? Like, is there a school you've heard of that has like good appraisals, or like a lot of people recommend and say that this is a school that you should go to if you want to study IT?
Oh, personally, I don't think kuna moja ina offer like, you know, unaenda learn a certain like topic in software engineering, alafu it's offered better than another university. Hizo zitakwanga hit and miss depending on the lecturer ama the tutor ambaye anawatake. Utapata mwingine ako more energetic, ako willing to listen to the students, you know, give them madhara nini, they will take through in a better way. So I can't speak to that because that varies from teacher to teacher. Lakini what I can speak to, najua kuna campuses ama universities zina offer like real incentives to participate in some courses, and in this case like in ICT courses. Kama ukienda JKUAT wanakwanga na to hackathons, you know, vitu za get watu excited and doing something early enough in software development. So mimi ukaniuliza like currently as far as I know, JKUAT is among the best, be it public, still among the best. Sana if you're already curious. Ika huko curious, wanakusaidia sana to grow your curiosity and, you know, build something to eventually being a software developer ama being even more. So ungeniuliza JKUAT in terms of curriculum, is what I really don't know. I think those depend on the teacher. Sijui kama you know any.
I don't know. JKUAT has a good track record. I mean, like some of the hackers that like, have come from most of them.
That.
Yeah.
Most of them. Curiosity wase wameanza kuhack and so hata kuna hackers, of course they know something, and that is good. Alafu you can imagine the campus. So
yeah.
That is very good stuff. Kwenye tu umesema tu kila mtu JKUAT hackers.
Yeah, because I mean, from like the news, like nimekuwa nikiona and all this shit, like most of the times the hacker is usually from JKUAT or JKUAT students involved in this. Sijui nani aliingia kwa portal ya shule. Someone got into the school portal, changed everything, So it seems that maybe, and I mean, maybe I would say it's. What do you think, JKUAT? Is it because like initially there was a lot of males, like it was a male-dominated school, so.
Like kuna such a thing as male-dominated school.
No, like you remember the things, the quotes that people used to throw around, like Juja Boys Club.
Ni venye walikuwa wanaofa courses ambazo sana sana ziko targeted towards males.
And do you think like that contributed to them being like?
No, I don't think that for a moment. I don't think that. I really think wako mali wako kwa sababu they have the word technology in their name. Alafu walikaa chini wakaona okay, let's utilize this. So waka offer like great incentives to ICT people who participate actively.
Goja, are you sure si maboy wamenyota, hakuna wasichana wanasema
madema haka bro. What?
Oh, okay, sijakataa, but I'm saying, don't you feel like maybe it's the guy sitting down and be like, yo man, I'm fucking bored, yo, let's do something, man, I really doubt that for so many reasons. Let's steal KRA shit and all that stuff.
I think nini. I think hata ingekuwa more female oriented ingeoffer better nini.
But I don't know, the narrative is changing there. There's a lot of females nowadays because I think they introduce business courses.
Business courses, pia media courses, girls tend to be attracted to those. It's nothing wrong with it, pia males do. Sana ICT patangi
females
from, females.
Yeah, which is true because I mean also like me when I was studying animation, I remember we had like one female out of 45 dudes. So and the chick was gay, man, so you can't even count. Yeah, she was gay. She used to.
You can't count that. What do you mean you can't count that?
You can't count that, man. She was doing. She was out there, hitting on women like you guys. So she was like a guy. She was like a boys. So.
She was like a boys.
Yes, she was like a boys, man.
Can't count that. The interest is there.
Okay.
The interest equal to me. Yo message. I'm not going to comment on that. Lakini me I can still count. Yo ni funny lakini. That's funny.
What about if what was it to ask? I think I've gotten lost there for a little bit. Failed start output. Wait, I think it's something. It's an error that I have gotten that has just messed me up a little bit. Just give me a sec. Okay. So sorry for that. So most likely people you would recommend JKUAT, sindio? Because but other schools
lakini not nimesema kama uko curious.
If you're curious,
kama you have the interest, I think kama you really have the interest, Brian, you can make it work anywhere, sindio? Like hata unaweza enda place of funzi, unaweza enda medical school na kufunza IT and you make it work.
Yeah, I think the school sometimes doesn't really matter as much. It's more about you as an individual, because yeah, I would say that. Yeah.
Oh, which is funny, but let me add on that. It is funny kwa sababu mimi wale like the best programmers najua wametoka KU. Wametoka KU mazee. Imagine.
KU hakuna masomo. Wanasoma reproduction.
Don't say the line.
Hakunaga masomo KU, nimekataa. Hakuna masomo huko bana. Huko. Anyway, it's just nini. Yo, my sister was there, my older one. So it's not like hati hakunaga masomo. But Yeah, and that's interesting. Yeah, I don't know, but I don't think the school
masomo
really
endelea KU mimi nimekataa.
kwa kunaga masomo huko kwa watu tu ni reproduction. Anyway, I don't know. I don't think the school really matters as much, but as you said, it's more of a curious thing. You have to learn it yourself, right? But now, once you've now attained that education, and you're thinking like, how the fuck do I start, or what are fields? And I would say IT is one of those things that touches everything today, because especially now during the pandemic, where court sessions are being held on Microsoft Teams. Like everything is going online. So IT is a very on-demand course. Do you feel like that's the truth? Like IT right now is a very marketable skill.
It is a very marketable skill. It depends what aspect of IT. Kwa sababu kuna aspects of it sana saizi like most industries ama most companies wanna phase out. Nakupea example of like infrastructure based IT.
What does that mean? What does that mean? What does infrastructure based IT mean?
Like mtu wa networking and all that sort of thing, server based maintenance.
Oh, you mean the physical stuff, the router imechomeka, cable imekatika.
Hizo sasa. So apparently most companies zenye wanafanya wana source hizo wana source hiyo infrastructure or cloud suppliers. Like mingi sasa hivi zinadu,
instead of hosting it, they just use the cloud platform. So cloud meaning, in this case, if we were to explain, when we say the cloud, we mean like online, like on servers online, not physically.
Servers online,
yeah.
Yeah, like physically somewhere in Greenland, like in Microsoft, in this case Azure, ama AWS, ama GCP, ama Linode, ama DigitalOcean. So inasaidia kampuni iforgo hiyo cost ya kumaintain team ya kumaintain hizo servers, isave cost za same rent, electricity, internet. Alafu pia you get even more benefits kwa sababu mara mingi siku hizi tukizua software as a service. Kuzua kitu kama SAP inakuja iko na like you can get unaweza ipata, lakini badala ya kuambia acha tukuinstall kwa server zako, just tell you will give you a password, alafu you'll go and configure your HR team here, wanatumia internet to work and so on and so forth. So I don't know how strong that is size in Kenya unless you are using it for your own means. Sana vitu kama maybe Brayo una learn story ya comps ndio uanze kuuza laptops and so on. Lakini others I don't know, man, I don't know. Alafu the reason nasema hiyo ni kwa sababu unajua people ambao wamekuwa actually affected by that by
their work,
maybe walitolewa job wakaambiwa okay wasai kumechange, sasa tunatumia AWS. Kama unajua ulikuwa unafanya networking stuff, cut down to maybe at least one person wa kucheck tu cables in the area. Unaget na maanisha?
Yeah, and that's the thing with like IT, and I think I even said it in the last show, like technologies keep coming up and they always seem to just make work easier. And if you're not a specialist, like if you're a specialist in one thing, like if you're not versatile in moving with the times, you find that you'll be in trouble, because even like in animation, there's things that generally we don't do. We no longer do that anymore, you see. So yeah, it is one of those fields where if you don't sit down.
Why are you saying it like that? Unavenye umesema ikani kama bado I believe you are doing animation, you're still in ICT.
Yeah, I mean ICT. I'm just saying. I'm saying like I like in my I'm using animation as an example where like things are constantly changing. Some tools are obsolete. Like right now, motion capture animation is very big. So you find that in games they no longer employ like animators to manually animate such.
Okay.
Yeah, so you find that a good example is like Raven Software. I don't know. You can check. Just go to Raven Software. They make Call of Duty. I was interested because I love Call of Duty. I love the engine they use in Modern Warfare. Everything seems so realistic. So I was interested and I was like, let me go check and see. Like, why does this animation look so good? And then I found out that they have a whole set of like cameras, motion capture cameras. They like make the real set on that studio. Like they just make it in a way where you just see them capturing human motion. So they save they end up saving themselves a lot of time. And especially like motion capture has come a long way, because people like Thanos, you know, in the Avengers, those things wouldn't be possible if motion capture wasn't invented. So
Kweli.
see, and you see, in that case, now you don't need an animator, because you can just, if you have the equipment, you just stand in front of a camera and perform. And at that point, maybe you just need a technical guy who can link up the animation to whatever you've created. And not only that, there's different things that are becoming automated, or they're just becoming easier and easier. So, but that's just an example of like my field, of how like the field is changing very constantly. And like you've mentioned, in the IT, you've said people are now switching over to cloud-based services, you see. Yeah. So IT changes a lot. So you might think your skill is good one day, the other day, man, you're obsolete. So that was in terms of how is IT lucrative. But you've said some sectors are not that lucrative. They are going offline. So
Lakini pia I would like to believe it's not that threatening kwamba juu hata Brian, you used to be an animator, unaweza fanya like hizo animations without, of course, the motion capture equipment. Sindio? Correct.
Yeah, there's some things you can't motion capture. I mean, like a fucking dragon flying. How do you motion capture?
You get what I mean?
Yeah, you can.
Unaweza get by. So, like, alafu hiyo sort of knowledge uko nayo, una applying it to, doing the manual sort of animations. Atoke to a mock-up equipment, you can still manage, kwa sababu sort of the knowledge transfers when you unajua what you need to do. Alafu watu ukiangalia the new systems za mock-up, they just speak your language. Does that make sense? Like ukiongea about rig, the skeleton, you know that.
Yeah. They just of course, if you're a 3D guy, those things will make sense for you. Yeah.
Okay.
So I was asking, like, because you mentioned not all fields are lucrative in the IT. So what about which fields would you say that right now are very
lucrative
in demand?
Mimi sipendi kutouch on that sana. It is very misleading, because if right now we were to talk about something that is lucrative, alafu you decide, okay, I'm going to do this because on this show it was said. By the time you are done, that might have changed.
Okay.
Alafu hiyo ndio one of the problems tuko nayo, sababu some time ago someone told everyone they should do business oriented courses. They were hot then, but by the time everyone was finishing them, yani wala waliambiwa fanya walikuwa wanamaliza, they were no longer, kila mtu alikuwa ameshapata msee wa accounting. Si ndio Brian? You get what I mean?
Because the business is funny, especially now, because there's software that can even do invoices for you. You don't need a fucking accountant.
Oh no, you get it perfectly. So I really think kama you una believe kwamba IT is it for you, then you are good. I think uta find something in there that will bring you money. Right now ungeniuliza nikwambie kitu lucrative, of course I can tell you what is hot right now. Like saizi kama
what is hot now? These are the things we want us to say.
JavaScript.
Hot JavaScript.
Kama you are good JavaScript tu, uko na very good command of the language, unaweza kuwa full stack developer, kwa sababu JavaScript imekuwa so versatile. Iko na vitu kama React zinalao mtu afanye very very good user interfaces. Iko na Node.js, iko na jQuery, unafanya backend nyingine noma. Yani unaweza kuwa stack developer, alafu unatumia tu language moja cut across the board. Alafu it's so good.
What about
nakupa example?
What about Python?
Google, most of Google's
Python. What about Python?
I don't know about Python, man. Python najuanga tu ni poa for AI. Lakini
Okay, you are saying example of Google.
Kwa sababu integration tools zake mostly zina favor your infrastructure yake venye imeundwa, alafu venye pia ina run. Alafu pia Python iko kwa vitu mingi, kwa like in other, lakini si hard to learn Python. Aka kupoa JavaScript, hard unaweza learn Python in 5 minutes, I'll be honest. Not that difficult. I feel like if anything Python makes things easier. Lakini JavaScript haiko that forgiving, by the way. Alafu hapo itakuwa more technical. JavaScript really doesn't tell you what is wrong. Iko procedurally broken. Like kitu inaweza kuwa broken at line 30, lakini your code haitafika hata line 15 when you execute. So iko na its ups and downs. So I don't sijui story ya Python. Kama you really love Python, you can make Python work in anything, imagine. Mtu anaweza kupea tu job akwambie it needs to do X and Y and you do it in Python and no one needs to know it was done in Python. Imagine hiyo ndio beauty ya computer science.
Isn't that like is that like going back to the last show we said where like the client never gives a shit about what the software you use. It's mostly about the end product for them.
Okay. Number one, kuna some clients. Kuna some clients wanapenda kutinka. Kuna jobs wanapenda kutinka. Kuna jobs nimepewa nikaambiwa it must be done in WordPress. Me by the way I don't know WordPress. WordPress is like it's a simple way of doing websites, managing them. Anyone can participate.
WordPress is like a website developer for dummies, right?
Sasa nikaambiwa ni make up ya accounting in that. Mimi nilikataa tu Brian.
WordPress you can do that in WordPress.
You can.
Holy fuck.
I don't know how to do it.
Someone in the comments is saying that you have a weird name. Mr.
What's a weird name?
This guy is commented in the comment section. TypeScript TypeScript solves the problem of JavaScript.
TypeScript.
Brician.
React.
Brician.
I don't.
Brician.
I can't see the comments.
Why are you calling? That's not. Hey, it's just say Namlock, not. That's not my name. This idiot keeps calling me that, but that's not my name.
Lakini si TypeScript ni nini tu? Ni Microsoft JavaScript.
I don't know. You do. This is your field, man. I don't know jack shit about this.
I think the TypeScript is largely based on JavaScript. Ama anasema ita solve nini? I can't know until you.
Why do I have a feeling the guy who's just joined the speaking Kiss X, Amani Kisache. I do have a
Kisache.
Okay. Ni wewe ndo una comment hapa kwa YouTube. Okay.
Okay, nilikuwa tatu kuuliza Slatibani anasema au clients wanakuambia utumie whatever njara kutumia their programs and their systems. Our clients wenyewe unawapata wapi?
Wako naweza kusukumia a few kama that's what you're interested in. Okay, maybe unauliza like when napata watu
connections. We want to get to that. Tutaget hapo. Ngoja. Chill tu. As in we
online.
Yes. But we will talk. We will talk about that more when we are like ending the show. We first want to get like the technicalities off the way, but we'll talk about that like how to get a job, and that's why now we are talking about the languages. So Slatia said Java, Python you can try. What about the Sawa JavaScript? Kwanza what is Android? What is Android coded in?
Ni Java notation.
What language is used commonly in making apps? Java.
Making apps any hapo hata mtu asikwambie any hata unaweza make app in HTML5. Unaweza hata make
itawaka kwa Android.
Itawaka kwa Android.
Android is like a Windows, but it's an OS, so it should be able to.
Alafu like language mingi ni multi-paradigm. It run on anything. Alafu unajua pia nini Android is largely Linux based. Iko na kernel.
Kernel
versions and so on.
But I saw Google like wants to make their own kernel with this Fuchsia OS or something, if I'm not wrong.
I don't know. Nani ametumia the new Huawei phones? Who has used them?
Huawei. The ones with the custom Android. I don't know.
That's not Android, is it?
It's Android, but it doesn't have. It's like this Android version in the Microsoft Flip things. You've seen them?
Okay.
No, I have not used them, but I've seen online like demos. If you look for some, you'll find them. Yeah. So you've said like the. Wait, okay, you've said any language, but specify for someone maybe who is new. What languages would you recommend maybe?
Learn JavaScript, bro. Kama you are new, learn JavaScript. Kama alafu JavaScript iko so nini, iko ni human based language. Like hata functions utapata hapo they are just functions.
ati ni human based language. Hizi zingine zinakuwaga nini kama si
No,
human?
fanya kitu kama assembly. Assembly ni nini? You are talking to the computer directly. No, human based language kuna there's a word nimesahau. Oh my programming teacher angekuwa hapa angenitusi. Lakini the way you write code is just like you are talking. Like una declare a variable and ukisema the balance is a number. You actually use the word number in JavaScript and so on. So
you mean language based ama?
Yeah, language based. Yeah, language based. I was looking for the words. Language based. This guy knows it.
Okay. So okay. Na iOS what wait, iOS use wait. What the hell is Ruby on Rails? I remember seeing something
Ruby on
like
Rails
that.
ni Java for business. Najua banks like Ruby on Rails sana.
You see, these are the things you should be saying in the goddamn show.
These are the things I should be saying. Like,
yes.
People make that mistake. People make that mistake of thinking if I learn one thing, then maybe I'm covered. No.
No, you're not. You're not covered. We are just specifying like where these languages are commonly found.
Oh, they are commonly found. Lakini that is no longer true, Brian. You know, kitu moja unafaa kujua. That is no longer true. Hata siku hizi like job descriptions. Ukifanya job description inakwambia you should be good at something. That's a bad job description. Job description siku hizi inaitisha msee like unasema tu we just want a full stack developer. Utambo umeki na uweze kumake. Alafu utapewa variety of options. Haitakuwa ati strict. You won't find if you hard sana siku hizi. Like hata zile jobs unaweza kuwa offered na like big companies. Ka Google, Microsoft. They really want creative people. Alafu a big part of programming ni kwa creative. So hiyo story ya nini ati language moja itakufanya ukue good in everything. No. All languages are not created equal, by the way.
Okay. So okay. Good point. Fair point then. Fair point. But what about like okay, that's like in relation to apps. What about things like networking, IT, vitu kaa hizo like Cisco, I don't know, IP address, blah blah blah.
Kwa sababu unaweza make app ya kuchat through the network using Java, using C, using Visual Basic. Hata I think you can do it in HTML, you can do it in Django. Sasa at the end of the day, again, of course kuna languages iko better at doing networking things kama C, like C, unajua C ni driver level. Like ukiinstall driver unaona ukiinstall C++
C++ redistributables.
So that is you are better off using lakini other programming languages can still do it. Kwa sababu kitu different size na like 90s, a lot of people are doing programming. Wewe hata Brian, you've done a version of it, and the guy also here. Do you know your name? Let me look at your name.
Kisache.
Hata umefanya programming, alafu you contribute. Everyone who programs contribute to the eventual language wanatumia. So mimi nita program kitu, alafu I post the solution somewhere in form of a library. Someone will do that, alafu it grows. So eventually you are at a place whereby utalearn kitu moja, alafu pata iko so well supported, the community around it really keeps it alive. Alafu utapata like you can literally do everything in that one language.
Wait, would you say like most platforms are usually community based? Like some of the languages and new tools come up depend with the support and the community. Is that like a true statement?
Yeah. Much other support from the community, support from the provider. It's a big part of why Java really rules so much. Kwa sababu the people who supported it, Sans Microsystem, walikuwa na support sana. Walikuwa naipea like updates and up to today inapata security updates. A lot of companies inatumia bado. So number one wenye wameimake na number two community. Ndio maana JavaScript ina grow so much.
Okay, so nikuulize. Okay, sawa. Kwanza maliza point yako. Nilikuwa nikuulize like if you were to work in a company, because I just wanted you to state like what are the most likely languages utaulizwa you're good in.
Me na believe everyone anataka kuuliza
JavaScript.
Lakini it's so easy to learn anyway. JavaScript. Alafu utapata if it's not JavaScript, it's just another like sleeper agent of JavaScript.
So that's like the most requested thing according to like you've been,
it's so good, but it's just so good. So
Okay.
you can do everything, maze. JavaScript is so good, man.
Okay. Okay, and okay, types of because I heard you mentioning things like I don't know Stack Overflow. I don't know. What are those categories for? Like hizo ni categories za
Hizo ni like
nini?
support communities. Kuna hizo ni support communities. Sasa hizo ni communities tu. Kuna Stack Overflow, kuna Slack ni ya team meeting hata hiyo si doesn't count. Kuna others, kuna Digital Ocean. Kwanza Digital Ocean has a good one.
No, I wanted
Kuna
you.
hizo
Okay, I think maybe nimemisread. Nilikuwa nataka, is there like subcategories of software development? Like huyu you deal na hii, huyu you deal na front end, huyu nini?
ziko kuna front end, back end, alafu kuna full stack. Full stack can work anywhere. Hata inaweza kwa project manager.
Project manager, okay.
Ziko man, ziko. Kwa sababu kuna dereva wa engine, kuna dereva wa body and so on. Kuna hadi people who do
Kuna dereva wa body.
People still kuna sorry about kuna mechanic wa body, kuna mechanic wa engine. You get?
Okay.
Hata kuna like people still do database. Alafu IT is so funny.
Database si PHP.
Nini?
PHP.
PHP ni programming language. No, database.
Like okay, PHP ndo mimi nilikuwa najuaga like nilikuwa nasikiaga tu like being thrown around story ya database nasikia tu PHP.
You can even do database in nini, unafanya in Java, in C, unafanya in Python. You can even do database so good in Python. Alafu hata siku hizi ati story I think hiyo ni too much. I feel like itakuwa too much information. Let's go on.
Story ya nini?
Nilikuwa nataka kusema yani penye siku hizi, so like back in the day, like ile time nilikuwa kampo, unajua tulikuwa tunatumia vitu zetu relation based database, RDBMS. Sasa hizo ni like if you are storing data kama Brian, I'm going to store your name in this one database. I should store something like nikistore your bank records on another database, nafaa kuna kitu ina reference, una get? Like maybe Brian ako na ID na nikienda kwa site ya accounts naona ID ya Brian, so I know hii do ni ya Brian, you get?
Okay. Nakusikiza tu.
Relations, those are called relationships. Yani you stop things that are related to each other. Lakini siku hizi pia hiyo imekuwa phased out. Ukiangalia vitu kama kuna movement inaitwa NoSQL, so kuna vitu kama MongoDB, kuna Maria DB.
What the fuck is MongoDB?
So hizo ni manini, hizo those are like I think hiyo ni C based database. Ina store files in flat files. So inamaanisha basically we don't have to use relationships anymore. Alafu a big part yani inamaanisha unaweza make database ambayo utumii relationships. So what this means, Brian, is that we can store everything about you in one file. Alafu wanazisupport vizuri, unapata hadi ziko na like inbuilt features. Una link to apps directly. Zingine ziko sold up kama kitu inaitwa Mongo Atlas. Unaweza make app peke yake ukiangalia database. Kwa uko in database you can make an app. So unaona again, yani nakwambia sasa things are so crazy. Alafu hata unataka kufanya some other things, upate maybe unaunda like a Python service. When the online upate kuna msee amesha make image for that. Whatever you want to do. So una install tu alafu you run your things. Alafu I feel like hiyo ni
out of stuff too.
Ile kutaanza kumake app when the online. Mzee alafu useme unataka kutumia platform fulani, useme kama unatumia kitu kama Felgo. So Felgo inakusaidia develop nini apps haraka. Unaweza develop app yako instantly on iOS, Windows, website, na utoe pia bado TV app and so on. Lakini sasa ukiangalia zile services wana offer, maze ziko priced. Apparently lipa license kama 100k per month hata per day. So
the guy in the comment section anakuambia ati I should ask you about the problem of multiple new frameworks constantly being released.
No, okay. That's a good question. Of course kuna shida ya wase wengi utaenda hapo ongea about framework, watu wengine watajua. Lakini I don't think that's a problem. I think that's a good thing. Kwa sababu zote ziko na strengths and weaknesses. Lakini kama uko na yako uko comfortable with, number one, make sure iko well supported na kuna plans za kuisupport in future. Utaki kwa place whereby sema you work kama you do your own things. Did something in platform X, alafu saizi platform X inakuwa decapitate, inaenda tu offline, itakuwa na support. Utakuwa place ka hiyo ndio mara mingi what people do, what people tend to do, they use that things vitu zimekuwa hapo before. So I don't think kuna problem with multiple platforms ama hizo nini rapid development environments. Lakini if you are going to use one, that is totally okay. Usi look down on that, lakini make sure itakuwa supported again in the long run. Alafu you are good. You see, of course space that get crowded, lakini say you do you, pick what you like.
So I think mostly those are the technicalities, the language, and we can continue talking about them. But if you have any questions, just make sure you join the Discord server. The link is in the description.
Welcome all.
Has we heard of SVELTE. It looks well supported. What does he think compared to React? Okay, so I would say is it mostly technical. If you can join the Discord server, you can come and ask him.
Let me check out the chat.
Yeah, I don't know. You can come and ask you after the show because it sounds like some technical stuff. But going back now bringing us to the main topic because we're just explaining some technicalities, ndio msione ni kama
natumia TypeScript. Bro, tumia Mr Bean 197 compared to React. Look at what you are trying to do. If you can do it, in what you already know, do not bother learning something else. Don't reinvent the wheel. Kama unaona hii stuff, hiyo formulate rapid development ya UI itakusaidia faster kuliko React. Say tumia stuff. Make that money earlier rather than later.
Okay, so we go into the employed versus freelance. So which route in terms of IT, which route would you say is more preferable?
In terms of IT.
In terms of being employed in a company or just working on your own, which is the route unaweza ambia mtu achague?
Okay, maybe kwanza nitakuwa objective, then nitakuwa subjective. So something to get employed and not to get employed. I think it depends on the type of person you are. If anything, utapata at the end of the day, you actually hate what you do. It doesn't matter kama uko self-employed ama uko employed by someone. Mwishowe work turns into work. Hata saika programming ni fun. So unafaa kujua what kind of person you are. Kama uko okay na kuwa push from 5 to to make sure you're always on a door, say do that. Kama uko sure you can handle it. Alafu you can handle it long term, do it. Kama unajua ni mtu unaweza sukuma, unaweza ambiwa ufanye kitu unafanya. Kwa employed msee. Kama unajua wewe si, lakini hii inaweza kuwa touchy. Kama unajua wewe si mtu wa kujisukuma, then wewe msee endo andikwe job, alafu utajipanga from there. Alafu so hiyo ilikuwa the objective one. That actually depends on the type of person you are. Hata hiyo deal, a question of employment doesn't even deal with skills. Ina deal tuna when mtu ina gani unaweza get along na staff wako etc na mdosi wako. Okay, so hiyo ni about being employed. So self employment inataka sana ujipush. Alafu the vast majority of time utakuwa self employed, utakosa action. Utago for a long time, even years my friend, without a gig. Years it happen. Alafu hata after you get them utakuja na ziende before they are anywhere near stable. Utakuwa alafu watu wako employed pia watakupita in terms of progression. So you have to know, lakini uko na hiyo freedom ya kujisukuma pursue your own things. Lakini pia it can be tough. Lakini unakuanga na those who do ndio wana find out. So eventually things there's a line up for you. Alafu mazee unakuwa hicho kimsee cha kuna surpass everyone. Lakini you have to be, for you to be self-employed, you have to push yourself. So kama unajiwezi amka uone this is what you are supposed to do today, no one is telling you to do it, you are the only person telling yourself to do it, and you can do it, then kwa self-employed. Me personally, I'll tell mtu akuwe self-employed, lakini that is more personal than anything. Hiyo ni more personal, unaona hiyo ni mimi, lakini depending on the type of person you are. Si hata wewe Brian unajua hii story ya kwa self-employed.
I don't know. Yeah, I would say maybe for me it depends with who you are as a person. Yeah, because some people, and there's nothing wrong in being employed, some people are fine just waking up and going to work. Personally, I don't think I'm fine with that kind of a life. But I would say, I don't know, embrace your own. Embrace, like, if you choose a path, you better know its consequences, whether positive or negative. So, and you're lucky that IT is not one of those things that if you're not employed that you utasota. Especially now, like, people are working from home. I would say, bruh, I think it's just ni ukae chini ufikirie what you want to do and how you can make money. Because now you see, we've talked about the technicalities, the languages. You've heard it because Slati does, I like, IT, really, those software stuff full time. So, yeah, but we only learned aje your first client. Like, how did you get your first client?
Nililand aje. First client ni Peter alileta kwa hapa hata.
Mongela.
I got it through a friend. So if you've transferred from a different field, how do you land a job in dev without any experience? Mr. Bean 197. How do you land a job? Hiyo lazima socialize maze. Hapo. Hiyo ni kusocialize, my friend. That's how I learned, yani.
Anasema his name is Brian. My name is Brian, Mr. Bean. Hivyo ndo anasema.
My name is Brian. No, we can't have two Brians.
I'm not Brian, you idiot. You know that.
So you can be Brian, basi. Brian hapo ni kusocialize maze. You gotta socialize, you have to go out, meet people. At least wakusukumie madeal. Iko hivyo man. Brian too.
Yeah, but some of these things, but then kuenda hapo nje. But as I would say, be passionate about the work you do and have a good portfolio, because there's no fucking way unadesignia website na sijaona kazi yako before.
Yeah. Oh, but this day we show there's a friend on the other Discord. Yeah, we have another Discord where we play games. Someone got a job because they really had no working experience, but they just made a good website and posted the projects they've done there. Look, they got a job. That's small initiative.
Atina ukikosa rafiki. Yeah, it's those things you're saying, But you have, the other thing is, you can
try, my friend.
You have to try. You can't live without people, man.
Brian, just build up on your portfolio. That's cool. You can also do your own things. Alafu unazipost mahali, unauliza wasee and so on. Hata wala kama kwa barabara na board. Anasema mimi niko na degree ya nini. Unaona at least anajiput out there. That is something. Na ukikosa rafiki, si ni marafiki wako msee. What's up with that?
I don't know. I would say that is something. Okay, hiyo ni kitu tutaongelea towards the end of the show, like the community, where to find other IT guys. But yeah, you can't shortcut communicating with people. Like, at the end of the day, you're creating services for people. So you can't really know what people want if you're not with people, if you get what I mean. I don't know if you made you confused, but yeah, you need to make you need to make a good portfolio. And which brings me to the other topic, not to about 10 minutes. The community, like, where do you find like-minded individuals?
Discord, baby. Discord.
Other than Discord.
Kuna place programmers wanna meet.
Yeah, but there's like a Discord called Let's Code.
Let's Code. Uko hata kusaidia kucode msee unasema nini? Kwa tu ni wa moto.
Yeah, but Discord has good I've found a lot of good programmers on Discord.
Yeah, imagine.
Hata mimi kuna ile kazi tulikuwa tunafanya na Slati hapa. Ni kazi nilichukua juu cause I knew there is people who can do it. So I said yes. Unaona? So,
by the way, that's by the way, imagine man.
Something ingine by the way, unachukua kazi zenye unajua huwezi handle, lakini now if you have a good community around you on like Discord, GitHub or wherever you can. That's a good way. You can just be unalipo tu commission ya juu. Unasema wewe nyi mcharge 150, hiyo 50 ya juu ni yangu, hiyo nyingine mjipange. Unaona? So that's also another way of making money. Always find usione tu IT peke. Find a smarter way to make money. So always look at possibilities of how you can, and you don't need to be mzee akikwambia naweza make up na unajua ujui. Mwambie naweza make hebu afena ukuja hapa ulize wewe nani naweza make up inafanya hivi na hivi. Unaona? So that's how you can talk to your friends, because trust me, this world is funny. People who don't deserve easy opportunities ndo get. Unapata kuna mjinga hata hajui IT lakini ndo anashinda akiletewa hizo kazi. Nilisikia ni nani juu tu alimuona kwa computer. Unaona? Or that person is from a rich family and his dad or her dad or whoever wako tu pale anakuwa tu around like big businessmen, and you see the dad maybe anashinda kimwendos, but then my daughter knows IT, anajua, unaona, lazima hata dada yake hata ajui shit, labda anajua tu sijui nini, unaona. So and this is why that tunakwambia hizi shortcut kujuana na wase, you have to actually go out there and know people, so
Yeah, true.
yep, inakuwaga hivyo by the juu hata kama mimi kuka
that's another point. Most of the time watu watakushow this, lakini saa zingine kupata gig ni luck. Lakini ukitaka kuimprove luck yako, you must play the game. So other people will get more lucky than you. It is what it is. Unamsema hata IT amepata gig zote, amepata tender zote. Ni bahati yake man.
Kijinga, naona unaona hii government websites za government zinakaga shit. Cause
what ni jamali why? Si tu alicheza he got more lucky than you. So that to improve your luck, play the game more.
Yep.
So yeah, success tu ni luck by the ni bahati tu. Ni bahati.
But success success is usually like, I had someone say success is like when luck meets opportunity. It's when opportunity meets skill. I don't know. I don't remember what that quote.
Lakini sindio. That is hiyo ni 100% legitimate by the way.
Yeah, so
that is legitimate.
Always avoid by the opportunity meeting opportunity meeting preparedness. Yes. But you lazima ujieke and you have to be passionate. But then make it when you realize na kuwa freelance, you have to be passionate about your work, man. Hauwezi kuwa hapo unanyamaza tu, watu nauliza unafanya nini, unanyamaza unasema IT. Sema IT, miunda ma-app. But then that's the cost you have to pay. That's the cost you have to pay to nini. To be a freelance like guy. But kama unafanya kazi peke yako, you really have to be outspoken. You have to be a salesman. Unaona, but there is no difference. Yep, there's no difference between you and a salesman by the kama uko freelance.
Yeah, that's true.
You really have to learn that shit. But also teach yourself sales. Si ati juu unafanya IT, you can't, jifunze, cause you can always learn a way you can like compile your mongela na spam caps about itanini. You can always find a way you can market, think outside the box. That's why nimesema, cause mistake kenye watu wengi hufanya ni juu unafanya kitu, you can't reason beyond that thing. You can't find a skill from a different department to apply to what you're doing. So that's why I'm saying, hata marketing you can learn when to uone what sells a product. Unaona, teach yourself what your consumers want. Unaona, consumers wanataka nini, wanataka kuona nini. Unaona, so a good example, there's a guy shoot music videos anaitwa Vice. Unaona, and wasenye huwa na video zake wanasemaga nini, ni matako tu wanataka kuona, they just want to see the asses. So the guy make sure in every video kuna matako. You see, the guy is doing marketing subconsciously, but
people what they want.
The guy is doing marketing na hajui anaifanya. You see, he doesn't know he's doing it, but he's actually marketing his shit. So that's just an example. So jikakamue msee, wewe unajua huwezi avoid watu, hakuna kushortcut msee, hakuna kushortcut unless you have a direct connection to some billionaire who can fund your app. I don't know. So, but generally, what about the IT space? What about the IT community in Kenya? Is there like a big IT community in Kenya? Other than the Discord server, other than the Discord server nilimention.
Message honestly. Asa naweza tushow hapa.
Yeah, cause me most of the guys najua either wako self-employed or kuna moja najua ni white hat hacker, kuna nyinyi wa website na hizo backend, wenye wengine najua ni wasiwa hiyo server nyingine ya watu wa gaming wako employed though. Moja najua wako Copia, sijui Copia. sijui anafanyaga copy exactly, but I don't think angekuja leo kwa show. But tukuulizia by this, saa zingine curiosity unaulizia tu, unaona. So maybe start by joining Discord, join hizi server zetu and uulizie uone, maybe you can be told some new information yenye uko unajua. So I hope that has helped you. And maybe join GitHub. What about international platforms?
International platforms, what do you mean?
I don't know, GitHub, sijui wapi.
Kwani GitHub kwa nini?
Sina kushare code.
Kushare code.
ama ni ya kazi gani?
Ni version control. Mainly version control. Hizi vitu zingine. Ni za nini? Like have you ever done work and ukaanimate? Alafu ukasema I wish naweza go back to how this animation was 2 weeks ago. You get? Sasa hiyo ni version control. Like
Wait, lakini najua mimi nimeingia GitHub kutafuta code huko like niko like
of course there is that, lakini it's not for that. Imagine.
Haikwage hiyo kazi? Mi watu wote
nafanya hivyo Brian.
Watu wote mimi najua wanaingiaga huko kuiba tu code and then
you are not wrong. No one is wrong there. Lakini it was never its main function.
Either way, it's still a community. You can also post your work on GitHub.
Yeah.
So you can make
correct.
Because hata OBS, some of the plugins I'm using right now, like to multi-stream, it's something I got off GitHub, and it's working perfectly fine. So other than Instagram imekataa kwenda live, sijui mbona, but I'm not using. Anyway, sijui mbona imekataa kwenda live, but yes. Mi sijui by the platform ingine na Reddit by this ndio.
No, Reddit kwanza, Reddit iko na nini? Kama ni program endogen programming human utacheka udai.
Okay, so Reddit mostly forums, ndio forum based platforms.
Reddit, ziko man.
Quora ushaipata kitu kaa hizo za program?
Najua kuna Quora, kuna 4chan. Lakini
4chan bado ina exist. Holy fuck. That's an old one. Holy shit. Holy shit. 4chan is like the oldest one. Penye Anonymous walitoka.
Imagine.
Anyway, kuna kazi mingi bedhe other than hizi. Unaona kuna hizo stories za hacking nini. Like IT ni kitu very broad, but generally I hope umekuwa na the right mindset. Wait, by the way, what's the expectation in terms of payment? Mtu akikuja IT
kama uko freelance ama uko employed.
Kwanza hiyo freelance inakuwa mbaya msee. Guy, that's the worst part about by the getting a client. Deciding what to charge them. Msee kwa hapo unashinda sasa hata ndamlipisha how much. But me strategy.
Strategy.
No, mi kenye mi ufanya. Mi kwanza unaongea na umse if possible, especially hata ni kuna DJ fulani aliniapproach juzi akiniambia story ya animation. So ndo nijue nini ndamcharge, nilienda kwanza nika research into this guy. Unaona? So nikaangalia YouTube yake, nikaangalia Facebook, nikaona it's like a donkey on his last kicks. So nikajua huyu jamaa atanisumbua. No, that's the truth. Nilijua huyu jamaa atanisumbua. So nikasema aje hata nimgauge, acha nimwambie 30k. Nilimtajia 30k nikasikia ati bro hapana, hii ni mingi. Naweza hata kuletea, unajua nenda kuletea clients wengine. Unaona like the more you do it utapata like this kid throwing its last kicks. Nini? The more you do it, the more utaweza kusign, utaweza kudetect red flags.
Correct. Umesema ukweli. Hiyo ni kweli. The more you do it, the more utajua.
Utaweza kudetect red flags. Mimi msee yake kuambia ati exposure. Kwanza wacha nikwambie. Mtu akikuambia ati exposure, sijui ati ndakuletea more clients, hiyo ni ujinga.
Mimi nakuita tumelipwa na exposure mara ngapi? Mara mingi.
Hiyo ni ujinga. Utasota. It's not bad to do free work. If you know your end goal, yes, do it. Lakini isifike point na uko ati desperate ati unaitishwa msee. Hapana. Mi bedeza hii penye nimefika no. Bedhe mi siwezi onea mtu huruma saa hii. Hebu lipa. lipa msee. Buda, unajua unaniambia hapa nitakuletea clients. Motherfucker, leta clients ndio uniambie niitishe discount after umeleta clients. Niambie nilikuletea so and so. Bas. And that is why hata YouTubers wakikwambia enda nimekupea referral code, it's to track what they are saying. Ndo kampuni sikuwe like tunakulipa na referral code yako itumiki. Unaona? So it's to gauge like the success of that YouTuber. So if I tell you to sign up into a particular platform through my referral code, platform ikiona hii referral code haitumiwi, so huyu jamaa ana influence, what drop. Unaona? So it's the same way. So you can't come to me and say, oh, atenda kuletea clients aje. You first do work, pay me, and then bring more clients, and then kuja kazi next nitakupea discount. Unaona? So that's what I'm saying, like the more you do it, the more uta find out shady people. So usijali uta deal na tupanya huku nje. Huku nje kuko na, and it's not, but it's not like it's a Kenyan thing. It's human beings in general. Hata watu wa nje wataweza kufanyisha the same nonsense. So I don't know, just be smart, man, you know? Be smart. Do you guys have any questions?
Maswali.
Anyone has any questions? Zitupe? Nini ali spam. Nini
from spamming cups. That's funny. Okay.
Any questions?
Nachukua maswali before tuambie mali mna donate.
Mnataka kujua the donkey kicking, which statements are used. Whereby they ni nini most commonly unasikiaga clients wakisema na unajua hata kulipa.
Umesema word.
Atakuletea clients wengine.
Wewe. Nakuletea clients wengine.
Try ulikuwa unasema nini? Acha ni kuandika caps. Hebu acha nda modify hii bot acha kudini. Sijui acha ndaangalia stream hiyo bot vizuri nione mbona ina delete messages. My fear is how to know where my skill is ranked so that I can assess what payment I need. Wewe unaweza mjibu hiyo? Like hajui skill gap, like skill yake ina demand how much money.
Bro, hapo you gotta nini? Kwanza anza uko down juu uko sure.
Yep. Anzia down ndio next time ukichukua kazi ikwe mingi utajua next time sitaitisha pesa kama hii. Naitisha more.
10k utaitisha more kwa sababu unahitaji. That's something you have to find out for yourself because I don't know.
Yeah, kila mtu ako different. Mimi kila mtu ako different. Kama mimi silipagi rent, mimi silipi net vitu kazi, unaona? So obviously I'll be a little bit more forgiving. Lakini mtu kaa kwake ako na familia, bra. Una expect kulipisha 5k please nani, unaona? So it also depends with where you are in life, in your own like situation. Uko aje financially? Unalipa rent? Are there like things you need to pay at the end of the month? Hizo vitu zote factor them in. No, kaa chini list down useme by the way ndaamka ni work for these hours, so akinilipa hivi at least ndapata pesa kiasi hapa ya hii na hii, unaona? So vitu kaa hizo, stima nini, do you need to buy things, unaona? Like do you need to buy a new computer juu umepewa project yenye inaua laptop yako, unaona? So hizo ndo vitu sasa man utaka ukijua. Kana swali lingine uzatuma as I conclude. I think hawa sawa wanasikiza, maybe acha ni waadka listeners nisikie kama wanaweza kuwa na maswali. Nikiwa karibu Quent Show. Yeah, and by the way, as we continue, if you're on Spotify, but the Spotify is free. If you need the cracked version, not that I'm supporting the cracked version, but goddamn the ads are annoying as F. Yeah, there's a KCB, Johnny Walker, Tuskers, Jui Telco, Musiku, so hizo zote.
Yeah, bro. I know what you mean.
Yeah, kuna cracked versions kila mahali huku Discord unaweza ulizia utapata. Yes, make sure to follow our show on Spotify, you know. Spam the like button. Unajua vizuri hii video is kuwa recommended kama I don't know how true that statement is by the way, but it seems that liking a video makes it more recommended. But you know, spam the like button so that the video can be recommended to other people when you una feel they can benefit. And you know, follow our Instagram, our TikTok. Join our Discord. Our Discord, but this is the most important platform you can join, because at least on the Discord you have a chance to speak to us directly. You can throw in your questions, even like when the show ends, you can speak to Slati and these other guys, and you know, familiarize yourself with the people doing your kind of work. So yeah, tried kwa nini hajasema view, can I view on Nzomo, ameandika Nzomo, and I don't know why some of this message zimekuwa deleted. It's funny. I don't know why zinatolewa na hata sioni caps. But I don't know. I think Triad alikuwa na kugotea nani Peter. Kuna ameandika Nzomo. But I don't think there's any other questions. Sioni mtu amenunua mkono. I hope Mr. Bean, Mr. Brian tumekusaidia. Hope you're fine now. And yes, so if you have any discussions or if you have any future hata uko hapa. Ni wewe Alex. Kwa nini unajiita Alex 254? So anyway, if you have any questions, if you have any suggestions on future topics, you know where to find us. Just join our Discord, send to our Instagram, TikTok tunajaribu. It's a little bit weird for me. I'm not on TikTok. What other thing? Yes. But sana the Discord, man. Just join the Discord server. Let me just pull up my desktop a little bit up. But yes, that's how our Discord looks like. Just make sure you join our Discord, you know. Have fun, Apple. Yeah, ask questions, you know. Chat with the community, boost the server, whichever. Anything is appreciated. In helping support the show and all that stuff. Yeah, the donation link iko hapo. You can donate through PayPal. If you don't know how to donate through PayPal,
Triad ako hapo. Ni Triad.
Alikuwa kwa comments earlier.
Wanaweza join through PayPal, wanaweza join through Floatplane. We accept donations of any
At the Floatplane.
Zilete mandizi wase. Kama bananas.
Kumesha day fulani tulisimamisha kwa tukiwa na mzai. Tulikuwa tumetoka Ocha, and then Ukarao alikuwa anasema si tubariki na Christmas. Mzai akamkatia akawakatia mandizi.
So wamebarikiwa.
Kwa takado.
Blessings, bro.
Anyway, I don't think we got anything else to say other than, you know,
Hata mimi niko poa.
the Batanic. Next.
Kwenye kisulisuli.
What?
Hapana, hakuna kitu nimesema.
Yo, let's meet in the next one. Peace out.